Hey, TikTokers, or whatever the fuck you call yourselves. Indie Truck Davey here. I did say I would pop on with my thoughts. Or whatever sprung to mind, actually, because that's what TikTok's all about, innit? Anyway, Postman Bean arrived about 2 o'clock. Aye, you heard me, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when we get our mail. Used to get it in the morning, but it was privatised. Now we get it whenever the fuck we want to show up with it. Anyway, he gets a letter in for this mob. The middleman, the racket man, for my energy provider. My energy provider is Scottish Southern Electric. The person who's collecting the money off me is called OVO. It's a racket. OVO have a staff. OVO have overheads. OVO throws a cost on top of what the electricity price would be if it was coming direct from Scottish Southern Electric the way it used to. Anyway, apparently my energy prices are changing in January. You've got to remember, Scotland's the most energy-rich part of Europe. Let that sink in. The most energy-rich part of Europe. We also have the dearest bills in Europe, even dearer than our neighbours south of the border, who we ship a lot of electricity to keep their fucking lights on. Anyway, bills going, as I say, for £2,526.39 to £2,560.20, £33.81 uplift. That's 150% fucking dearer than what it was in 2020. So let that sink in. And out of the last two so-called energy cap reviews, the cap was lifted by 10%, and once again in January it's gone up by another 1%. So an 11% rise in the tail end of the year, just as we get into the coldest months, especially here in Scotland, which is the most northerly part of the United Kingdom. Anyway, before we go on the back, standard charge per day is going from 65.15 pence to 66.04 pence. Unit rate per kilowatt hour from 24.21 pence to 25.23 pence. And on rate 2 it goes from 19.75 pence to, actually it was down the way, to 19.61 pence. Anyway, as I say, one of the reasons why I believe in Scottish independence is we can fucking stop this nonsense. We've got 96% of the UK oil, 86% of the UK gas, 100% renewable potential on our coastlines. We have the biggest renewable potential in Europe. And here we are, instead of the cheapest prices, we've got the dearest prices because we're in this fucking union. You know, if I was a power generator in England, they would pay me to put electricity into the grid. But because if I was an energy producer in Scotland, then they charge me to put it onto the grid. The fucking audacity of it. We keep the lights on in the north of England and they charge us for the fucking privilege. Unfucking believable. Want cheaper energy prices? Get behind the cause of independence, because this is nonsense. We could slash electricity costs right away because we supply our domestic needs 100% by renewables. And see this piss coming out of these Tories and fucking everybody else. The wind doesn't blow all the time. You ever been to the north of Scotland? You ever been to our fucking islands? Take Shetland for instance. It's that fucking windy up there that when they go shopping, they tie their children and their pets to fucking street furniture so that they don't get blown away. The wind doesn't always blow. You fucking bet your arse it does. It's always blowing fucking somewhere. And in Scotland now looks like a fucking hedgehog with wind turbines. That's why we can supply 100% of domestic cost needs by renewables. In fact, we produce that much, we ship 17.6 gigawatt hours to England a day. That's just renewables, by the way. That's not counting the nuclear plants, and that's not counting oil and gas that gets siphoned fucking off it, to no profit for the Scottish people. So, the racket middleman who charges me for energy, OVO, is telling me that the electricity price has been up again in January. Now, I can just about afford that, folks. But it is 150% higher than what it was in 2020. Why does believe in Scottish independence? Because this is nonsense. Scotland is the most energy-rich part of Europe, and we pay the highest electricity prices in Europe. It's a fucking nonsense. And then, of course, there's that lying bastard number 10, the guy who misled the whole of the UK to get into power because he's broken every promise he's ever fucking made. Every one. Tuition fees will be scrapped in England. Fuck off, he's hiked them. Going to bring down the energy prices by £300 according to Rachel Reeves by 2030. Fuck off, you've hiked them by £194. In 2 fucking swoops. And January is only the first time that cap will be reviewed next year. They'll leave it alone in the spring. They'll leave it alone in the summer. When the review comes up in October, they'll stick 5-10% on it, and then another 1% the following January. These electricity prices are not come down. Sir Kid Starmer Granny Freezer's a fucking liar. He misled, he lied, he cheated his way into power. He should be held to account. But anyway, if you want cheaper electricity prices, you want cheaper oil and gas prices, want cheaper petrol, want cheaper diesel, get behind the cause of Scottish independence. Because under that shower of shite down the road, who are all economic illiterates, things are going to get worse. You want the cure to it? Get behind the cause of Scottish independence. Anyway, tick fucking whatever you call yourselves. There's my thought for the day. Bye for now.